Question number 9, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Internal Affairs and asks, what are the expected savings per year as a result of the changes to the National Library Curriculum Topic Loan Service?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Louise Upston.
On behalf of the Minister of Internal Affairs, I'm advised that the improved service will be offered by the National Library is not about saving money. It is about delivering more books, more information into more schools for more students. The National Library has 622,500 books available to schools, and these books will continue to be available. Savings specific to the Curriculum Topic Loan Service have not been finalised as operational implementation decisions are still being worked through. However, the Department of Internal Affairs 2014 four-year plan has signalled a preliminary estimate of savings from the new National Library Services to Schools strategy of $0.392 million per annum.
Oh, that's really good.
Supplementary.
Order. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Did he or the Department of Internal Affairs specifically consult on this change with teachers or with the School Library Association, whose president recently stated that, quote, these cuts are going to have detrimental effects on the learning of children. If not, why not?
Good question.
Mr. Speaker,
Honourable Louise Upston.
on behalf of the Minister, I can confirm that the review that was undertaken in 2012 included at least 59 teachers, school librarians, the education sector, as well as government experts who are engaged in a series of external focus reviews and interviews undertaken as part of that review. Mr. Speaker, I do want to put on record, this is not a cut to the service. This is the ability for the National Library to deliver more information, more books in more schools that will provide better learning opportunities for more of our children.
Order. Point of order.
Order. The level of chatter in the House is unacceptably high.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Jacinda Ardern.
The Minister referenced a proposal document put before 59 teachers in 2012. Would it be possible to table that document?
What is the point of order?
Seeking that she table the document she referenced.
If the Minister quoted from an official document, the request has been made.
Speaking to the point of order, I spoke about the review that was undertaken in 2012.
There was no official document quoted in the answer. Further supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
Can she guarantee that every school will have equal access to the online resources he claims will replace this service, given the School Library Association has said in an open letter that the, quote, new online initiatives does not take into consideration those schools that have limited access to computers and poor internet connections, including rural and low decile schools?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Louise Upston.
On behalf of the Minister, I want to confirm that the National Library is providing targeted programs to support priority school communities around access to not only the existing books that they have, additional information will be provided as a result of this service. Mr. Speaker, I want to give an example of one of the pieces of information that will be available that is not currently through this additional services that the National Library is doing. I want to give you an example. So the Alexander Turnbull Library resources are currently being digitised. So one example of information that will be available to all schools across New Zealand is the diary of a soldier who served at the front line of World War I, and that is then going to be in addition. There is no cut. There is no cut to the books being available.
The answer. Supplementary question, Jacinda Ardern.
If the current curriculum service...
Order. Again, having trouble hearing the question. Could I ask Jacinda Ardern to start it again?
Jerry's been very naughty.
Supplementary. If this current curriculum service is so out of date that it is being replaced, why, according to the National Library's own annual report, did the service loan close to 1 million items in the last year alone, which was an increase on the year before, a service that this minister is proposing will no longer be available to teachers?
Honourable Louise
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, I do want to make it very clear. This is an enhancement to the services that are available to students. An example, Mr Speaker, is our children learn in very different ways through very different mediums than we did. In addition to the books that they currently receive, in addition, they will have access to a much broader range of material and information that support our children the way they learn, and their thirst for knowledge will be provided in a way that is not currently provided.
Order.
Order. Order. A point of order. Jacinda Ardern.
Point of order, Mr Speaker. I seek leave to table a petition of 18,196 New Zealanders calling on Peter Dunn to reverse his cuts to the National Library curriculum topic service.
There's a process for the tabling of petitions in this House. Order. I'm advised by the clerk that leave can be sought to do it in the way the member's asking, so I will put the leave, and it's for the House to sign. Leave is sought to table this petition signed by some 18,000 people. Is there any objection to that course of action? There is objection. Question. Order. Question number 10, Melissa Lee.
Thank you.